Here back at Hebe cards. Now, if you remember in the last video, I made, let's open this up here for us to see. Okay, we gotta go in there. But I made a Palmont deck. Now, before we get to fighting with this thing, I just wanted to remind you, because there may be a card or two I hadn't gone over, you know, like the actual main card of the deck. Palmont EX has 300 health, so it's pretty tanky, has no retreat, so at a moment's notice, it can just zap its way out of the active, or if a Pokemon gets KO'd on my field, I can put it safely in the active, do whatever I'm going to do, and then switch into who I actually want out there. For 1 electricity, it does Zap Kick for 60. That's enough to put a basic Pokemon on its heels, with 10 health left usually, you know, able to deal with Dreepies and Charmanders and Pokemon of the sort that I may find. Of course, with me playing Vitality Band, which just to remind you is this card, it puts 10 damage on a Pokemon that's this is attached to. This is a tool, so that would be 70, enough to KO any basic, essentially, you know, like non-EX basic that's in my way, other than something that's like really tanky, which I can't think of very much that'd be, other than maybe Duraludon or something like that. Other than that, its ultimate attack is why it's here. For 2 lightning, it does Levin Strike, which discards 2 energy from itself, but I can deal 220 damage to any Pokemon on my opponent's field. Not even just their bench, but their entire field. This allows me to do 220 and take out any regular sized EX Pokemon or 2-prizer that I might come across. For the most part, I mean, you got stuff like Raging Bolt, which of course has like 230, or it might be 240, I think, actually. Like 240, right? You got Terrapagos with 230. There's some stuff that can survive it, but they only survive it on a little bit. And like I said, Vitality Band may be able to deal with them, depending on if they're in the active or not. But this is still a sizable amount of damage for barely any energy. Really powerful, to say the least. I've got I think I may have gone over everything else that's currently in the deck. As you can tell, I put no recursion in here, but that's just because I just want to get in and start swinging. I'll actually probably update this deck alongside you guys, you know, with every video that I do. If I make this a series, who knows? It may just be a one-off thing I want to do. But let me know in the comments what you think of this, and if you think this is fun to watch. Then, you know, maybe drop me a sub. I don't get very many subscriptions, you know, whether you sub or not, that's fine. Thank you for watching the video. Either way. Now let's continue on and see if we can run into any good battles that I may be able to win. Back in a minute. All right, Alexander Carlty. Carlty? What was that? Oh, Carlty. Yep. We're going to go heads. Heads always shreds. Okay, I'll go first. Let's see what we got here on a just randomly put together deck. Will I have to mulligan? It would seem that, yes, I will have to mulligan, unfortunately. Oh, but my opponent mulligans as well. Mulligan will, of course, cause us to reveal to each other our style. I only had to take 1 mulligan. That's good. He sees Palmo in my hand. Norman, I bet he's like, what am I on? I see a fire and a metal energy in his hand with Surfer. So he's also kind of a casual player. This should be a good game. I don't have anything that's actually going to make a difference here. I might end up eating this loss immediately. I need to draw a Pokemon so that my Pachiritsu will actually work. Hopefully my prizes didn't eat my nest ball or anything. And he is, of course, on the Dreepy, which means he is playing the Deer Ghost. But I drew a nest ball. That's good. Before he gets his Dragapult down, I need to try to set up. Let's grab Miraidon. We will activate the Miraidon's tandem unit. With this, I could put 2 basic electric Pokemon onto my board. We'll go for another Miraidon and the Palmy, because that's the point of the deck. Then, and I have a Palmont in my hand and a Candy, so that's good. Then we can go for another tandem unit, allowing me to grab 2 more people. I'll grab this here. I have a Pachiritsu out, so I don't particularly know if I need another Pachiritsu. The Pikachu only hits for 30. Currently, I do have enough energy to like keep pushing, if you will. He might run away. Just in case he tries to run off, I'm going to grab a Let Kid, and I'll grab another Pachiritsu, actually, and put those onto the bench. Very good. We will then put an electric energy on Pachiritsu and see if the opponent's ready to have its Dreepy absolutely annihilated. It might hit me with a boss, and I don't have anything I can really do about that if he does. I guess if he does boss me, I'll go into my Elect Kid, which can attack for no energy, so that way it's okay to start ramping someone else up. What are you going to do, Alexander? Starts with a Crispin. Probably trying to put some energy, some damage down on Pachiritsu early. Okay. Psychic energy to the hand. I would imagine fire energy to Dreepy, right? You can't evolve in the same turn it's out. So going all in on this Dreepy was not smart. Probably didn't read my attack. What we got? Goes for a bite for 40. I mean, that's fine. It's over to me. Can I draw a supporter? I do. All right, first we're going to Candy. This skips an evolution, evolving my Palmy directly into Palmot. Once again, it has Electrogenesis, which allows me to once per turn search my deck for an electric energy and directly ramp it onto itself from the deck, preparing itself to be a hit and run attacker. We'll put this here Legacy Energy on the Pachiritsu. A Pokemon, this is a spec. You can only have 1 of those in your deck, and it's because they're that powerful. This one makes it so that it provides any type of energy, electric, fire, water, blah, 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 grass. It's going to be electric, and if the Pokemon this is attached to gets KO'd by my opponent's attack, the opponent takes 1 less prize. So if they KO my Pachiritsu, it essentially doesn't matter. I have Judge, which can make us both shuffle our hands into the deck and draw 4, but they barely have anything, so I'm not going to do that. We'll go for everyone Discharge, making them waste the Crispin and getting rid of Dreepy. It does 20 more damage for everything on my bench, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, plus the 10 it does naturally. It's 110 damage right off the rip. I got a Palmo off of my prizes, which sucks. They'll promote their Dunsparce. What do we have from there? Oh, they're going all in on Dunsparce? Are you just quitting? Might want to scoop it up if you're not going to put someone on the bench. Boss, I thought so. Everybody here has either free retreat or a quick retreat. That's not enough, especially if you're going to boss up someone with a free retreat. We'll go for the Super Rod. Put back his energy and his Dreepy, of course. It literally needs to have a Nest Ball or a Puffin or put someone on the bench or I win right now. Goes for Gnaw, and that is game. Well, looks like the first game is down, and that's a victory for me. I don't need to do anything special. I will put the energy on Palmot. I'm going to win, but I like to set up anyway, just like almost like a muscle memory, if you will. Let's put that on Palmot. And hey, it's a Palmot deck, so let's swap out to Palmot. Electro Pulse for 230 damage. And that will be the game. And that is it for Alexander Carty. Carty. You win some, you lose some. But the important thing is to not give up. All right. We'll come back with another game a little later.